ॐ धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय. As soon as you wisely consider upon the events of life and find yourself disillusioned from manners and formalities in and through which the world is going on in merry-go-round, and then you step on a spiritual path in search of absolute reality, in search of God, in search of samadhi. The moment you become firm in your search for absolute reality or God or samadhi or kundalini awakening, and you started practicing, your spiritual practice started, you are no longer part of the material world. You are in Dharmaxetre, my dear friends, in the field of Dharma, in the field of action, Kurukshetra. You are in Kurukshetra. There is so much to do, and as much right action purifies heart and intellect, then enormous wisdom to understand, and so much love is born in the heart to share all around. Then you are no longer you no longer wish to involve in olden ways. All former relationships, all ways of enjoying, all objects of attraction seem to be very shallow, time-consuming, and more like nightmare and less a reality. People's unawareness, missing in understanding and wrong understanding, in a way sleepiness and thick-headedness become so apparent, so clear, that you don't want to be in that hodgepodge anymore. At the same time, old sanskaras, the collection of vibratory impressions on subconscious and unconscious levels of mind, are such that is in unknown moments or unknown ways lift up their heads and drag down into old ditches of swallowing mud of worldliness time and again. Therefore, spiritual aspirant, you have to win the battle between discrimination and old sanskaras, my dear friends. Your old programming, your old conditionings, your old brainwash which your society and the world and your all attachments have put on your head, driving over the tendencies of senses through knowing the relative strength. You have to work hard. It is Sanjay who beholds entire armies, my dear friends. Sanjay represents witnessing eyes of introspection. In meditation, say Krishna meditation, you use your faculty of introspection, and then you instantly achieve divine eyes. Then you see one side as Pandavas, means your inner talents and faculties and potentialities that can give you instantaneous enlightenment, but they need to be unfolded and used constantly, my dear friends. Other side is Kauravas, means material desires, anger, sex, jealousy, possessiveness, that needs to be known as obstructions, the barriers, the blockages. Pandavas means Pandavas are followed by reverenceful platonic love, vigilance, awareness, memory, enthusiasm, neat and clean understanding, uninvolvement as lotus leaf in water, untouched, unstuck, and truthfulness and trust, non-possessiveness and purity and contentment and tapas and study, communicating the transcendental being, surrender to the will of the cosmic and patience and forgiveness and being in timelessness, being in tune with the infinite based on impulses of discretion. And there are many qualities to be developed. Slowly and slowly you have to develop. These 5 qualities are any one of these qualities as main character has to be in life if you are a spiritual aspirant and if you really decided to walk on the path of true happiness in your life, or you can say true peace in your life. Yudhishthira, upholder of truth on the level of speaking, okay? Let us recognize, understand who the Pandavas are. So Yudhishthira is upholder of the truth on the level of speaking, and Bhim is upholder of truth on the level of power, strength, stamina. That means always agreeing with the speaker of truth. Yudhishthira, always ready to fight for him. And Arjun upholding the truth on the level of love. And since nature of love is excellent bravery, Arjun was supreme hero, so much so that Sri Krishna himself became his friend, intimate friend. Nakul, upholding the truth on the level of selfless service with utmost enthusiasm, that's why he was most handsome. Sahadev, upholding the truth on the level of feeling at home with all compulsories to different dimensions of integration. And Draupadi Devi as upholding the truth on the level of holding immense energy and stamina for searching and arriving at the truth, the Kundalini Shakti. If Pandavas win, then you accomplish Samadhi, you accomplish God realization, you accomplish Brahma Gyan, Brahmatmak is attained solidly and deeply all the way up to all your life in waking, dreaming, sleeping states. It permeates and you become fully enlightened. Other side are Kauravas, egoism, material desire, hatred that reduces others, putting on the garb of love, possessiveness, jealousy, fear of insecurity and self-deception motives, and habits, inconsistencies of your life and misunderstanding and confusion and suspicion and frustration and tension and skepticalness and civility and traitorhood and motives of fooling others and fooling yourself. All these are Kauravas. So if Kauravas win, then meditation goes weaker, your spiritual practice goes weaker, your Kundalini awakening goes messy, and attraction to materialistic life goes stronger. At last, you betray your spiritual path and fall on the materialistic cycle psychology back again. So Sri Krishna represents that blissful light which shines in the state of deep, timeless, breathless, egoless state within yourself, either through meditation or through kirtan or through understanding, deep understanding like Einstein or Archimedes. So it depends on you. The son of Dharmaxetre means a blind mind, Duryodhan, the materialistic desire with the 1100,000 armies of sense perceptions under the leadership of Bhishma, the ego, invades the army of Pandavas. Pandavas are discretion. Intuition. First, sanskaras have to be excited, stimulated, and that is Drone, the guide, stimulator of lurking old habits, my dear friends. Senses are always bent to cheer up the ego. That's how Duryodhan, the next, he approaches Bhishma. See, to confront the invasion of material desires under the strong leadership of ego, the discriminative perceptions organize themselves in form of chakravyuh phalanxes arranged in mysterious ways, in pyramidal position, rising above the lower pulse of nature called gravitation and cooperate with uplifting energy of divinity called levitation, and then Krishna meditation begins. Then during Namanusandhan, the seeker of truth, you hear bumblebee sound from coccygeal plexus, that is Muladhara chakra, then flute sound from sacral plexus, Swadhisthana chakra, and veena sound, string instrument sound, music from umbilical plexus, that is Manipur chakra, and gong bell sound from cardiac plexus, that is Anahat chakra. Ocean roar sound from Vishuddha chakra, okay? Laryngeal plexus, that is known as, and a celestial concert of all pipe music you hear from carotid plexus to Agnya chakra. Then spiritual sounds go louder and louder and strike great fear, almost tearing about the hearts of materialistic elations and sensual tendencies and captivations, and they loosen their grip upon you. That's how described in verses 14 to 20. Then, in order to destroy all lower thoughts and restlessness of mind, you awaken a fiery willpower through self-control, through process of involving Udyan Bandha and Shambhavi Mudra or Unmani Mudra, my dear friends. When spiritual aspirant means you are very firmly set and established in discretion and well organized, then you want to see and find out yourself where you stand, whom you have to confront, and from what you have to rise above. So who with how much strong they are, and with whom you have to fight and overcome, upon which depends your attainment of enlightenment. Okay, you want to know all that. And then the light of discrimination and introspection, when you look upon the hordes of old lifelong trains of sanskaras and previous assumptions and previous habits of your mind and senses, your conceptions and beliefs regarding spiritual matters and your ego all have to be destroyed now. And then in turn, they too with full force prepare and get ready to not let him bypass them, not let you bypass them. Then Arjun, upholder of love and truth, requests Sri Krishna, your Vivek. Sri Krishna stands for Vivek, means your intuition, your discretion, your higher understanding, your insight. That is Krishna, means that is Samadhi born intelligence. Samadhi born understanding to place the chariot of life in the middle of the two armies. And Krishna immediately does that. That is how described in verse 24 and 27. Then, overtaken by great sympathy for them, your mouth arches and your limbs perspire and body trembles and filled with sorrow in thought of fighting with the long familiar, long lived together with such material desires, you almost faint. That is how it is described in verse 28 to 30. Once you start looking at the person's situation and think positively or negatively, same kind of thought vibrations start filling your brain abundantly. So much so that your whole vision is changed. You become a totally different person. A little mistake and earth and heaven split apart. And once you go on in wrong direction, it takes eons to get back to the right point. In such occasion, you betray, you become a traitor, you do some heinous deviltry, and it's not all of a sudden, but you have been absorbing drop by drop since long, not knowing it was inconsistent and wrong for your integration and achievement of the goal once you destined for. So you become shocked to find your lifelong friends of sense gratifications, your sensual tendencies opposing your efforts of meditation and your new Vedic lifestyle. Then instead of fighting, you become sympathetic and attached and weak to understand the right and wrong. You are confused. You walk more further in a spiritual path, and then you say, no. Even to accomplish empire of 3 words, I cannot destroy my own kinsmen of material desire, my old conceptions, my prejudices and beliefs. How can this so big world, so great big peoples can think wrongly or they are disillusioned? How can that be? You feel missing your old movies, old operas, your old girlfriends, and romantic songs of your youth, your old social life. You are visiting around recreation centers, traveling around the world, your activities, your so-called good days, you feel missing. Then from space, some atheistic, complicated astral send messages, hosts and goblins and Brahmarakshasas, they send messages. Angels also send messages, Gabriel, what you call. He sends messages, and God is nothing but an invention of consolation to human weakness. That is how you begin to think. They send messages like this. No enlightenment exists, they say. I should not escape from life in name of attaining fantasy island of trance